Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for ReZero Season 3, Episode 1. We're starting Season 3. Oh boy. If you're new here, I do reactions in timer length, so that means that you need to have your own footage. You sync up with me. I'll have a timer in this corner over here. There will be a little bit of footage, like 15 seconds, maybe a little longer, of footage, so that way you guys can sync up, and the subtitles should be there to help you guys sync up as well. So kind of 3 points of helping syncing. I do it because of copyright reasons, not because I'm trying to make things more difficult for you. I know it is a little more difficult, but I apologize for that. But copyright issues are a pain, and I'm a small channel. I don't have editors to constantly be fixing episodes for me and stuff like that, and I have a lot of shows, so it's I do what I can. But that's the way I do things, just so you guys know before we get into this. One more order of business is I am a little bit, like, I think I'm fighting off a cold. I was helping family who was sick and needed help recently, and then shortly after that I now have a sore throat, but it's been 2 days of this sore throat and it hasn't gotten worse, so I think my body's trying to fight off whatever it was they had, because they started with a sore throat too, but they almost immediately got worse after that. So if you see me take kind of like that, a little bit deeper swallows and stuff like that, hey, no, phrasing. But yeah, it's a thing. So I may clear my throat a little more often or drink a little bit of extra water. So sorry for like the crunchy bottles and stuff like that through the episode. Anyway, we have a lot to talk about. I'm going to kind of zoom through, because if I go through all of Season 2, I do remember a lot of it. There might be some things I forget, but I'll try to refresh myself on as we go. I originally watched this, I'm pretty sure I did a reaction to Season 2, I'm fairly certain I did. And, actually, I know I did. And then I've watched several reactions to this after the fact. So a lot of the details in one wasn't too long ago that I watched. So a lot of the details are still in my mind, but I'm sure there's some things that have slipped it. So yeah, we learned a lot about Roswaal and Echidna and their relationship in the past with Beatrice. And we also learned a lot about how he has, like, he's really old, but because he's body jumping into his descendants, which is pretty messed up. We have Amelia, who went through the trials, and we learned about her past with Perona dealing, making Betelgeuse go insane, and Betelgeuse ended up out of his rage trying to kill Perona and killed Mother Fortuna, and just very traumatizing moments for her as a child. And it seems like she's the one that froze everybody in her home and all that, which we saw in a couple of the OVAs with like the frozen statues and stuff like that, and how she got free of that. So eventually, I think if the show goes on long enough, we'll deal with that whole situation of trying to unfreeze them, right? And I think even Subaru made a mention of, like, there's no such thing as unmeltable ice, So we dealt with the bunnies, which is 2 of the 3 great mob beasts down, so that's very good stuff. We kind of saw the witch rampage a little bit through Subaru trying to get through this stuff. We now have Roswaal kind of knowing that Subaru can reset, it seems, or at least one iteration of him, but I imagine the rest of them have a rough idea of what he's doing too, not just that iteration that died to the bunnies. I think that was what happened, right? He revealed that he knew and then went and got, like, eaten by the bunnies. But yeah, and now Roswaal is on our side. He admitted defeat after Subaru won the bet, and there's like a binding pact that keeps him on the side. We have Rem, who is still not doing well. She's still forgotten. No one remembers her, and she's still in a comatose state. And yeah, sure, there's plenty I forgot to talk about, but let's jump into this because this is long, and we'll talk more in the discussion. All right, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Subaru was also knighted, right? Is this training? This looks like training. Is he trying to get stronger? Nice. Hell yeah. Now do it 100 more times until you're skilled at it. To do it without a sweat. Oh. Yeah, Beatrice. A year. Okay. Secret. Why does it have to be secret? It is a very, like, this is spirit abuse. Oh, okay. A visitor. Hey! It's these guys. Uh, yeah, I can't remember her name. Oh, that's right, he's with them too. But this is one of the other candidates to become king, right? Not... not the little cat, that's one of her people, but... God damn it, Rom. We've tamed Garfield. I love that. Yep, of course. Oh, who are you? So not... It's been a year and that's the first time she said that? Or does he do that every time she says that? Probably. Is it Anastasia? Is that... I think that's one of them. I don't know if that's the one I'm thinking of. But who are you? A messenger. Yeah, Anastasia Hoshin. Ah, he does look like him. That makes sense. Anastasia Ocean. I think I got both their names down. I mean, lovely hair color. I studied up on that, yes. I remember that in last season. That was a really funny moment. I studied up on it. How much did she study? Hmm. I like the background music. Boom, 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 boom. Sounds like you're forcing yourself again. No. He's only 22. Nice. Not strength, just knightly ways. Reinhardt's a beast. I guess I don't really know how they compare strength-wise, but I feel like Reinhardt's better, and he specified knightly ways, so probably just honor and stuff. Uh! Oh, it's a different camera angle. I was like, wait, did they switch sides? But no, I get it. It's almost like we went from the goofy side, and then it like changed camera angles, because it's like, okay, this is a serious side now. Watergate. What does Amelia seek? Magic crystal. Oh, trying to get Puck back? That's Puck's crystal, like, broke that she was using last season, right? I think so? Why would Anastasia want to help with this? There's gotta be something in it for her, right? Yeah. Yeah, it does sound like it. Oh. Whoa. Oh. That's pretty wild. Sounds amazing, though. Alright, good old Roswell. So Frederica's back. I know she was like... I actually can't remember why she was gone, but she was gone for such a long time. I thought maybe she like wasn't a maid here anymore, but I guess she's back. Alright. I might have missed something. Who's the fourth? Maybe Garfield. Otto's drunk voice is funny. Who are we seeing at night? Not Rem, because she can't answer, right? Unless he's still being polite. Oh, okay. He still knocks and is polite about it, okay. Oh, Rem. Is her hair getting... Is it because she's in bed, or is it starting to get, like, a little longer? Is that why it looks a little scraggly? No. He goes in there and tells her about the day and everything. Damn. Oh, Naruto run! Yeah, okay, so that's the four of them. Did you just run in for fun next to the carriage? Why not ride that? Ah. Ooh, okay. Nice. Her late husband. I would not be surprised if she is a Black Widow and killed her husband and then gained his property. Sorry for the squeaky chair. Hmm. Damn. Everyone's doing this thing. Oh, that's right. Yeah, she did. Damn. Yeah. I like how autos just become like. Yeah, he's like the bookkeeper kind of, like the organizer. Hey, I can hear you. Wait, I can't. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Beatrice. Alright, are we here, or is this a checkpoint along the way? Okay, this must be it. They call it a water prison. Whoa, that's awesome. Is that actually dipping down and back up? 400-year-old technology. Hmm. Yeah. No one knows. What? I love ancient mysteries that I want answers for, but most shows never give them. It looks Japanese. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, well. Come on, Subaru. Show you've grown. Come on, man. Oh, man. Oh, Beatrice. Does he know that they're contracted? Don't abandon your dignity right at the end. I like how they like the same food, so they instantly connected. Man, I had wondered if it's possible anyone else could have been isekai'd into this world. Seeing this town makes me wonder. Yeah, why? It's gotta be influence from... Huh. No one knows. Built on technology, like old technology that no one really understands, it seems like. Wafu architecture. Hmm. Oh. Yeah. That's exactly the same, too. I actually see a lot of those in Shogun I'm watching right now. Gardens like that. I like how even Subaru was like, usually they avoid even talking about that kind of thing, but in isekais there's someone else being isekai'd. Songstress. What? It's like a road almost, like with the different lanes and stuff. Huh. Not a Metia. I was gonna say, he turns into a cat, doesn't he? Poor cat scared of water. Oh no, is he getting seasick? Oh no. No, I want to see it. Maybe we'll cut to that. Alright. Just in case. Interesting song. Why does she look like someone from Maiden Abyss? Oh no! He heard. You said that out loud. Oh my god! I wonder where he reverts back to if he were to die now. Imagine it was like before season 2. Age difference in love. I don't know if this is a very good song either. We're leaving. Oh my god. Super, no. Alright. That happened. It actually kind of was nicer than the words. Liliana. Oh! Bitter tongue. I mean, that was my first thought when I heard someone singing, was a songstress. Oh, so they made it here. Oh, this isn't the maniac, this is just the songstress, not the person that went insane from her music. As much as you can. No, no, the maniac's gonna, like, jump out his window and go insane or something. I was waiting for her to say, I know who this is. He's dead, sorry. The little girl user? What? Wow, he has stories about him. Wow. That damn nickname. She kind of seems like the maniac. Very eccentric personality. Oh, well, here we go. What? What a thing to say when the door opens. Oh no, is it gonna break? Holy crap! Oh man. Subaru's still messing up deals, just not as intentionally now. Oh shit! What was his name? No, you know him. You saw him. Do you remember when you were a kid? That's the Archbishop of, was he Pride? No, we already fought Sloth. He was Greed, right? Supposedly... Supposedly Subaru might be Pride, according to what Petalgoose said. She was too young to remember, plus all of her memories. Didn't she just see it in... You don't remember the trials when you come out of them, though, do you? I don't know. She would have just seen it a year ago if she remembered the trials, anyway. Was he there, or did... Actually, no. She might not have been right there. She definitely saw Perona, but Amelia might not have been there when Perona, like, just vanquished him away, right? Sorry, that's one of those things where my memory isn't perfect on. That guy kind of reminds me of the robber in the beginning. Yeah. Ratchins. Uh-oh. What? Oh, Reinhardt. Oh, is he working with... Why? Why is Garfield attacking him? Oh, Amelia's shield. Hmm. Is it because he's like a beast hunter or a monster hunter or whatever he was that like put Garfield immediate off guard? Always a smooth talker, Reinhardt. Hmm. I wonder what his connection is. I know he's Reinhardt Van Estrella, but I don't think we still know how he relates to Wilhelm Van Estrella or his wife, where he got the name Van Estrella from his wife, right? Which he has the same hair color as that, so it's possible he could be her kid, maybe? I don't know. Or some kind of relative. Hmm. So that's what's bugging him, is that he got stopped so easily. Oh, Krush. A lot of people are here. Jeez. Wilhelm. Oh. Oh, grandfather. Wow. Grandfather. Damn. So, did Wilhelm and his wife have a kid, and then that kid had a kid? And why do you have so many people here? Hmm. Priscilla. Hmm. What's here for her? Ah. Yeah, Subaru wants that one too. Yeah. I was gonna say that's. I mean, he still has that anger, but he's holding it back a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, theoretically, as long as it dies, like I don't know that Rem has to be there, right? So even if Krush knows it and goes and kills Gluttony first, it could still save Rem. Hello, Felt. That's the same outfit she was in when it was showing her, like, meeting with the people that she's trying to help, right? In the slums. Oh, she's matured a little bit, it feels like. She never would have done those formalities before, though, I feel like, right? The hot springs. Man, they have, like, massagers and stuff. Damn. Yeah, it really feels like just someone was isekai'd here and built a town. That's alright. Willie. What are you doing, Beatrice? I don't know that we've ever seen her in a different outfit. Ton! Fever of love. Frighteningly talented. That was great. Oh shit! Oh, it's imaginary. Hmm. Come on, man. Get out of your own head. Jesus. Boobs. Uh. It's not like an actual curse or problem with him or anything, right? Is it all just mental? Pretty sunset. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Why is that? Is it like representing like Garfield untensing, or is it a big deal that that rope just came undone? Uh-oh, okay. It's a not good thing? Oh no! He's scared of the water, but he's gonna go in anyway? Oh, never mind, he didn't jump in the water. Is that considered... I hope he doesn't get in trouble for, like, polluting the water because the boat sunk there or something. I like how Mimi is doing it too. Once again, looks a lot like, yeah, food from where he's from. What's wrong, Beatrice? Oh, yeah, she had, shoot, what's it called? Wasabi, maybe? One of the kids is still following him. Wait, where's the rest of them? The voice is very similar. No way, that's not his mom, is it? No shit. What? Really? Or does this look like her? I wondered if she really died in that crash. And she has more kids? Oh boy. Poor Garfield. Thought we just got him over his trauma. I guess it's been a year, but... Hmm. Yeah. No. Wilhelm. Yeah. Sounds like he's becoming much of a legend too. Yeah. I mean, I think he just experienced that. You literally just experienced it with Liliana. What you talking about, Subaru? Why you doubting it? Aw. Wilhelm taking that insult he made on himself and trying to turn it into a good thing. Ah. Are we gonna get into this? Hmm. Damn. And Reinhardt seems to have turned out to be a pretty. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Reinhardt, now that he's older, may understand more. Yeah. Good job, Subaru. Ah, you're a great man. It's not a competition. I'm really enjoying. Obviously, he still has his little bit of tensions with Julius, but I'm enjoying better Subaru. You know, first couple seasons, he was good for a lot of last season too, but you know, he just has his moments. But the longer the show goes on, the more he's evolving and learning to not let his emotions overtake him. And like earlier, yes, he got mad with Anastasia, but uh, Internal Affairs Officer. Thought I saw a bug or something up on my mic. No. Alright. Yeah, her kimono? Hmm. What? You're my only hope. Last time Gluttony was with Greed, and we saw Greed, so... A hot plate. Nice. I wonder how it works. Is it magic that heats it? No. Oh my. Pick your poison. That she was pouring a lot of sauce. Jeez. Of course he's talented at this. Oh no. Oh. 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 Such an interesting place. Oh, they have Liliana there. Oh boy. It's gonna be Subaru with, like, little girl user or whatever it was. Oh. No lyrics for this one. Oh. Is he gonna do it here now? Oh. Oh, sparking up some conversation, asking for some help. No. Ugh, I know that voice. Oh shit! Is that his son? Damn, big ol' family reunion. He seems wasted though. Didn't you just hear him say dad? Very distinct voice actor. I've heard him a lot. Oh, vice captain. Heinkel? Is that his name? Uh, damn. Calm down, Subaru. What? Well, there's a story here we need to hear. He just came in and... Teresa, that's right. Oh, Vaughn is a title. That guy's a piece of work. Not how I heard you'd be. She's changed a lot. Oh, it's Priscilla. She decided to come, didn't she? Alright. Of course she did. She probably knew exactly the relationship to everybody and did it on purpose. Oh, there's that guy again. Yep, exactly. That's what I figured it was going to be something like that. What a bitch. It's not all about you, though, Subaru. This is one of your problems. Oh, now you get a little more confident again, huh? Jeez. Peasant. Oh, shit. Jeez. Well, I guess she can fight. That's a big ass weapon she's wielding in one hand. Strong kid. Just a bunch of smacked up. So full of herself. Yep, you were. And it wasn't even like. I don't know that there was anything there that was there to offend him. He was just getting mad for other people's sake, you know? Hmm. Okay. the so the show is basically saying, yes, Subaru overreacted, but it was a good thing, so accept it. I'm just kidding, I know. I get what he's saying. Yeah. Hmm. Oh. Was it Reinhardt that got kidnapped? Ah, yeah. Hmm. Funny making his switch. Super friendly chat. Oh, Liliana again. I hear music. Yep. Oh, Priscilla's here. And now Subaru's gonna freak out. Don't do it, Subaru! Just leave it be. Oh, okay. Good job, Subaru, okay. She seems more like a free spirit. Yeah. Yep. Hmm. A nomadic bard. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. I like the way she worded that. Thought she was gonna lash out. I thought too for a second there. Like, if you can't be mine, then you can't be anyone's. Yeah. Hmm. Supposed to show... She's like freaking... this world's version of Gilgamesh from Fate. Just... if it's a treasure, I own it. Doesn't matter if it's in someone else's possession at the moment, I still own it. Until I say yes. Oh. So it seems like he's pulled himself together a little bit. They did say that she's taking people who have talent but bad personalities and like trying to give them a place in the world. Uh-oh. This is an archbishop. Or a cult member at the very least, not an archbishop. Sorry. Oh. She is. Wrath. Shit. Serious. Of course. Oh. She can tell their anger. Why here? Why now? Is it because they're all meeting? Get it over with. At least he didn't immediately get angry. It's to kill you all. Is he trying to keep things peaceful? Is that why Subaru is acting this way? Hmm. I wonder why they're just... I mean, maybe it's hoping if you go along with what she wants, everyone won't die here. Maybe that's why they're Subaru's acting the way he is. Yeah, uh-oh. That's a very scary weapon if that's oh, shit. What? What? Okay, does she have some kind of ability that makes people, like, root for her? It's gotta be... Now I understand. There's no way people would be reacting this way to this. This has gotta be an ability taming the audience or something, right? So greed and wrath are here right now? What a crazy power to have. Is Subaru realizing, maybe? Oh, never mind. He's just, like, even deeper in it. Things are getting, like, brighter, too. Jesus. Usually things like this don't, like, captivate Subaru, too, because he's so different. But this one is. God, that must be so scary. Seeing, like, a whole audience just, like, being the way they are, too. Is this kid just gonna die? Is she gonna drop him? Fuck! Did it snap anyone out of it? Don't slow-mo it! What?! Oh, he didn't go back too far, that's good. Holy shit. Damn. It's been a while since he died. Theatrical malice. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna leave it going just in case there's something after the credits, but I'm gonna start talking because this was very long, so... Wow, that's a banger of a song going on. I'm gonna lower it a little bit. Okay, man. Yeah, that was a hell of an episode. I I really liked it. It was a good build up of getting, because obviously not a lot happened, right? It was a reintroduction to pretty much all of the characters, like all of the king's candidates came into the story. We got to see them again. We got to see their knights. We got to see Subaru and what he's up to. It was a lot of that while, like, you know, continuing the story by having it being a means of them trying to get Puck back and wrapping it into the whole election that's going on and everything. So I felt like it did a good job for what it was serving. It wasn't, you know, this was supposed to be a episode 1. It's not supposed to be, even though it's movie length, it's not supposed to be a movie. Because obviously, if you think, oh, ReZero is getting a movie length episode, you might try to think of it as a movie, in which usually you need to have, like, something happen, like, maybe the first half of the episode would be what we saw for most of the episode, and then the Archbishop would show up, and then we deal with it by the end of the episode, kind of thing. Or by the end of the movie, and that would be kind of like a movie format, but this is more like in episode 1, we have a lot to tell you, we have a lot to catch up on, we have a lot to set up and build up, so we're gonna throw it all in here in one long episode, so that way we can get into the nitty-gritty of what we want to show in the rest of the episodes. So I'm okay with it in that regard. It was a little long for not a ton happening, but I still personally really enjoyed it for reintroducing me to the world that I haven't seen in a while. So, but we had a year time skip since the contract was made with Beatrice, at least, which was pretty much right at the end of last season anyway. And Subaru's been knighted, he's been training. He still has a little bit of his personality issues, but you can't expect that to all go away immediately. But he's definitely kept it together a little better. And, I mean, the one time he blew up that was really bad was when Henkel showed up, and but apparently Julius was saying by Subaru blowing up, it allowed everyone else to be like, oh, I can't act like that, you know? So it did kind of help everyone, but... And then after that situation, we did see him do a little better. Like, when Priscilla showed up with Liliana, he didn't immediately just, like, outburst. Like, the old Subaru 100% would have ran up and pulled Liliana away, because he always has to make everyone else's problems his own, and he always has to be the one to save everyone else from their problems. So, it's, but he's starting to get better with it. We've definitely seen improvement in his character since the beginning of the show. And, yeah, I mean, big props that he didn't do what I said there with Liliana and Priscilla. But yeah, so we have this plan by Anastasia to bring everyone together here for whatever reason. I don't necessarily know. That is it, by the way, for episode 1. We still don't necessarily know what Anastasia really wanted, right? They were supposed to meet there. I think they were supposed to be getting together to talk about it a bit, right, before Henkel showed up or whatnot, but basically she lured everyone there with things that they want, except for Priscilla, because she's the only one that didn't want anything to be able to lure her there. And the way she said it when Priscilla showed up, it almost sounded like Anastasia just didn't even want her there anyway. But I wonder what kind of, like, joint effort kind of thing, or what kind of talk Anastasia's planning, what she wants from all these candidates, you know? So it'll be interesting to find that out. The city itself was very cool. Priestella Watergate City, or Watergate Priestella, or however you say it. It's just Priestella, but they also call it, like, the Watergate City because it's in the middle of a lake. It's even, like, bowled in, so that way it's, like, designed so all the water gathers in the center. It's pretty wild. I feel like, and they said it used to be a trap like 400 years ago, but then someone turned it into a city, which is pretty wild, but no one knows what the trap was for. and stuff like that. We also have it being like very similar, like Subaru said it was very much like Venice, and I do see that, but then also they have very traditional Japanese style buildings, and Subaru seems to just be like, oh, like very casually just said the person that designed all this, which the Kiri something, I'll have to go back and get that name. They said it a few times, um but the person that did that 400 years ago must have been someone that was brought from his world, probably around Japan. They also have the hot springs, which isn't normal for a fantasy world to have hot springs, but they have like massage chairs, they have the hot plates, they have the food that's very similar to Japan, so there's definitely no doubt in my mind that the person that built all this was isekai'd in here, which is pretty crazy to think about, and I like the idea that it's being brought up, because I've seen some other isekai, there's a million of them now, so I can't say I've seen them all, but it's very rare for them to mention another person that was isekai'd into the world, right? Sometimes there's like hints of it possibly happening, or stuff like that, but yeah, super interesting. I like that it was just brought up. Where, I don't quite remember whereabouts. I don't think it was this far. Oh shit, I just, there. Kiritaka-san. I'll write that down, too, just in case we ever meet them and I need to remember the name. Because the way they spoke about it... city founder, I'll just write down. The way they spoke of Kiritaka is that they might still be alive, right? This is such a long episode, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it, right? But... that would have been... I think I might have almost been there. It's after the greed thing, Ratchins, the whole Reinhardt thing. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to get all this information down before we get into more of the discussion. Unless, I don't... maybe they're not talking about it yet? I don't know. I'm gonna have a hard time finding it, so whatever. It's fine. But man, okay. Yeah, I thought there was a line where she said like the way she talked about this place was that it was like still being developed by Kiritaka, which would mean that it's another long-lived person, which we have plenty of them, so it makes sense that he would be. It also makes sense that someone that was isekai'd here would try to figure out like the magic and power system and stuff to be able to live a long time. It's supposed to be like, it seems like the Hoshin company is like from here or something. Like, it seems like this is almost like their hometown, which makes me wonder if, was the person isekai'd here as like, did they have like a different body? Did they, because Subaru was isekai'd here as himself, right? But could that person have been like a beast person? Because it seems like all like the Hoshin people are, well, that's mostly her guard, right? Anastasia's normal, isn't she? Anastasia's just a person, right? I think. Either way, I definitely wonder if we'll see more of, like, if Kiritaka is still alive, if we'll see him, if he was isekai'd, and or if it's just like some lore bits where they're just, hey, here's this story that we're never gonna adventure, but you can like piece together your own imagination about it. But either way, that's pretty fun to think about. I always like those, like, this place was built 400 years ago, where and it used to be a trap. We don't know what the trap was for. We don't know much about the city. We don't, all this stuff, and yet yet they live there. So I always love that stuff, and it makes me want the answer so badly. But yeah, they talked a little bit about the candidate rankings, where it was Krush and Anastasia who were at the top, and then everyone else was just kind of extras. But then everyone else started doing some things, like Amelia with the White Whale, and Sloth got a lot of credit, and word started to turn in her favor a little bit. It doesn't sound like she's up with the others yet. We had Felt, who was going around to the slums and making use of all the people who have talents, but also have kind of bad personalities, and trying to help them out and redeem them and give them a place in the world, which is very cool too. And then Priscilla, they didn't really talk much about, oh, well, she gained the estate of her late husband, right? Which, like, upped her influence or whatnot. So, but then Krush has fallen behind a little bit because of her loss of memories, has taken her out of the favor of some people and everything. So now Anastasia lured her in by being like, oh, you're losing people's support because of your loss of memories. Here's a little bit of bait on gluttony. But obviously Subaru wants that too, and got a little touchy. We met Liliana, who is the songstress, and she is, like, she's pretty good. I'm impressed that the show threw in, like, someone. Usually shows have, like, generic background songs, and then they have the opening and the end song, which they sometimes throw in the episode. But this one, they just had a bunch of different songs by this person, and they, like I said, they sounded pretty good. Like, don't get me, like, some of the lyrics were bad, like Subaru was saying, but if you just, since I don't speak Japanese, if I just, like, were to close my eyes and listen to the songs, it was pretty good. The voice actress that played Liliana, or whoever it was that did the singing, if it's the same as the voice actress, usually it is in shows like this, kind of like Konosuba Season 3 with a lot of the female voice actors doing the singing for the ending, or a couple of endings, I think, have them singing it. So, but yeah, definitely a very eccentric and interesting character. That's the only bad thing about anime sometimes, is she looks very young. But granted, I've seen some young people on, like, America's Got Talent and stuff like that have amazing voices that sound way more adult than when they normally talk. But she gives off the vibe that she's, like, very young, but when she sings, her voice sounds like she's older, So it's like, I wonder, not that it matters, but I wonder how old she really is. Because, like, I wouldn't be surprised if she was like, oh, I'm 30, anime. But yeah, we had Ratchins, or Dumber, funny. But it was like I said, Felt is going around trying to redeem some of the people, so he must have had a talent for, he's kind of like the Otto for her, right? Is what they were saying, like internal affairs or something like that he called it. I can't remember the exact word, but so he must have had a talent for that, even though he has a little bit of a shitty personality. Little bit of, like, anger issues there, it seems, and stuff like that. So, but it's cool that character from the first episode, we see him being redeemed a little bit, not just a common thief anymore, and that alone shows us really what Felt's accomplishing, and I think that's really cool. Honestly, if it wasn't for how, like, if I had to, like, vote, I don't really know how this gets picked. Like, do people vote in an election like we do for our president and stuff like that? Or how does it work, right? It seems like they're trying to win the favor of people, so it seems like that is the case. But I'd be wary just because of how young she is. Even if she has, like, an attendant like Reinhardt, who is older and mature and can help, like, steer her in the right direction, I would still be very wary about how young she is. So, but what she is doing is very inspiring. We had Garfield, who kind of got instantly bested by Reinhardt, with Reinhardt like not even trying at all, and got very discouraged about it. He started seeing illusions of Elsa and stuff like that. So I wonder, like, is that something that's implanted in him because, like, some magical thing, like a mental block on purpose done by the witch's cult in some way? Or is it just his mental state and thinking back to the last opponent, like, he was like, oh yes, I'm strong, I beat this person, but then that person comes back to haunt you and tells you, nah, you just got lucky, and it could just be all in his head. But then, you know, right after he gets over that and says there's no reason to dwell on it, then he sees his mom, or at least someone that looks just like his mom. We'll see when we get more of that conversation, I guess. But if that really is his mom, I did find it suspicious that she just, like, suddenly left and then died. I don't know. There was, like, I don't remember if I said it last season or if I thought it during some of the reactions after the fact. It's been too long since I've watched the last season. I can't remember what I talked about in my reactions there. But I did wonder back then at some point on one of my rewatches whether or not the mom really did die there. So it's certainly interesting and all that. I wonder, could she just not get back because of the way the sanctuary was? Like, did she not want to get back? Is she just a shitty mom? Like, I don't know. I look forward to hearing the reasoning and everything. We also had, going into the whole or Astrea family, seems like the Van part is a title, so that's also something we didn't know, because the only ones we've ever known are Teresa Van Astrea, Wilhelm Van Astrea, and Reinhardt Van Astrea, which I just assumed Van Astrea was part of their, like, last name or whatnot. But obviously some complicated stuff there. We learned that Wilhelm had to go off to help someone that was kidnapped. My theory is that the person that was kidnapped was Reinhardt. Because of that, he wasn't there when Teresa got sent out to go fight the White Whale, and then Teresa ended up dying to it, whereas if Wilhelm was there, maybe she would have lived. So it seems like the son resents the father for his mother's death, in a way, but also resents Reinhardt because, the fact that they both, like, they even said, like, Wilhelm was the first one to blame Reinhardt. If my guess is the reason why I think Reinhardt was the one that got kidnapped was because if that would make sense as to why they blame him, right? It was like, oh, if you never got kidnapped, right? Maybe he went somewhere he wasn't supposed to, or they're just wrongfully blaming him out of despair at the loss of their relative, right? Like, they blame him. Oh, if you were never kidnapped, I could have been there to help Teresa. So yeah, that's a whole sad family situation. I wonder if we're gonna be able to, like, redeem that in any way this season. I at least want to see Wilhelm be able to get to talk to Reinhardt. As for Henkel, I don't know if I don't know if he's redeemable or not. His hate seems to run deep, and he's older. And sometimes when you have older people that have had hate for a long time, it's really hard to change their opinion, right? Whereas it seemed like Wilhelm and Reinhardt were more open to the idea. So, but yeah, we have that ending bit with Sirius showing up, the Archbishop of Wrath. And we also had the run-in with Greed as well. I believe it was Greed. Hopefully I'm not mistaken on that. I can't remember what his name was. I apologize for that. I'm sure when we run into again and actually fight him, he'll introduce himself, because they love to do that. So, but yeah, we have two of the Archbishops in this town. I wonder, did Greed just leave? Are we gonna have to deal with both? Is it just gonna be Wrath? Like, will Subaru be able to find Wrath again, or whatnot? Like, man, and he died again, which it's been a long time since he died. I guess that's probably why he feels sick, is because, like, he got used to not having that feeling. So this one coming back, either that, so it's either the spell that Wrath put them under to have them all, like, happy, joyous, and, you know, following what she did no matter how messed up it was, that made him sick after the fact, or it's the fact that he hasn't done this in a while, and dying has always kind of made him a little sick, but he kind of got used to it when he used to do it a lot. But yeah, luckily he didn't get sent back too far, so I guess we're going to be going from here, and Subaru's probably going to be trying to, I imagine, figure out what Wrath is doing here, or try to, like, stop it from killing all those people or whatnot. But you gotta be careful, because whatever magic it was using, I mean, maybe if you have Beatrice with you, she can shield it. Like, maybe it is some kind of, like, radiating magic, and maybe Beatrice can put up, like, a bubble that keeps that magic from reaching Subaru or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, hopefully he does handle this, even though it kind of rattled him and everything. Hopefully he does handle this in a way that isn't just the typical Subaru way of, like, because obviously he can't say too much, but he can still try to keep his cool and plan this out in a way that's not just going to freak everyone out, you know? So hopefully he can contain himself a little bit in this situation. But yeah, man, I'm sorry for some of the things that I couldn't remember as we're going through. I may go try and get myself refreshed, but I couldn't remember whether or not Amelia had seen Greed yet, because obviously I know Greed was with Perona and was fighting Mother Fortuna and Betelgeuse, but I can't remember if she saw them or not, or if she only saw Perona. Or I also can't remember if she remembers the trials after she comes out of them. I feel like she does, because she was, like, traumatized by them the first few times, right? She came out, like, crying and stuff like that. I feel like if you came out of them and had no memory of what you just did, you'd just be like, oh, what did I do? Oh, I guess I failed, you know? So I think you do keep the memories. I think it was just the tea parties with Subaru that he didn't remember unless Echidna allowed him to, right? So, but yeah, very, very curious to see more and where this goes. If Wrath is the big bad, I mean, hell, we've had random encounters before that never happen again. What if Subaru tries to, like, combat Wrath but just doesn't show up this time or something, right? It's like, I don't know. I mean, obviously the way it ended, I feel like he is going to try to confront her, but it could lead into, I'm sure it's going to lead into a bigger like a deal. I doubt, I could be wrong, but I doubt the whole season is going to be about just trying to beat Wrath, but it could be. I guess we'll see. It's definitely getting, if that does happen, it's starting to get a little formulaic, where it's like, oh, new season, new Archbishop, right, kind of thing. But not that there's anything wrong with that. They are the main antagonists of the story, so it makes sense that we do have to fight them all. Eventually we have to fight Gluttony in order to save Rem, like, all these different things. As much as I would like to explore some other stuff in the world, but we did start to see that a little bit. We went to a whole different city and learned about the founder potentially being isekai'd here and stuff like that. So we did get some of what I want. And like I said, I'm not against fighting the witches cult. That's the whole premise of the story. But it does get a little, like, it's going to be one of those things where you go into it knowing what the next season's gonna be if they keep that kind of thing up. But they usually throw twists and turns that you don't expect. Like last season, they threw a ton of twists and turns with, like, Amelia getting possessed by the witch of envy or whatnot, like, several times, and just, like, rampaging through the forest or whatnot, and being, like, really creepy and stuff like that, and, you know, different things like that, where they throw these things. The Subaru got, like, re-isekai'd out, even though it was just imaginary, to, like, go see his parents, and they always throw these extra things that keep it interesting rather than just Subaru replaying the day trying to fight this person over and over and getting better at it, you know? So, yeah. Anyway, this has been a long video. I could probably ramble on about more things because a lot happened in this one, but I think I will end it there. As I said in the beginning, my throat's a little sore, so I need to give it a little bit of a break. But thank you guys so much for watching. We'll talk more as the season progresses. I think I did forget to mention it, but this is supposed to be replacing My Hero Academia. But My Hero Academia is still going on, so I'm going to be watching them in conjunction together until My Hero ends, and then nothing will be... well, this will be what is replacing My Hero. So once My Hero ends, there won't be anything taking its place, because this will be what did, right? Even though I've already started it. So thank you guys. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more content from me. You can get... I watched this as it airs, so you can't get more content for this. But for my other shows, you can get 2 episodes ahead through the early access tier. And then the Patreon show tier has shows that aren't even released yet. I'm almost done Freerun on there. And so you can check that out, as well as some live action stuff. The rest of Better Call Saul that isn't released yet. The Last of Us, Watchmen, and now I'm watching Shogun. So check all that out if you're interested. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen. And I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.